I want you to think about the last time you felt completely safe in your own home. Maybe you locked the door. Maybe you checked the windows. Maybe you told yourself, nobody gets in here. That's exactly what she thought too.
Did you hear that?
What I'm about to tell you is not a movie. It is not a creepypasta. Every single detail you're about to hear was documented, reported, and it happened to a real person in a real house on a completely ordinary night. Stay with me, because this one is going to stay with you. It was 2013. A woman, I'll call her Marie, because her real name was never fully released to the public, was living alone in a 2-bedroom apartment in Cincinnati, Ohio. By all accounts, she was careful. She was smart. She had a routine. Every night before bed, front door locked, chain on, windows checked. She'd been doing it for years. But Marie had been noticing things, small things, the kind of things you brush off because you don't want to be that person, the paranoid one. Food going missing from her fridge. Not a lot, just enough to make her think maybe I forgot I ate that. Her shampoo running out faster than it should. A faint smell in the morning she couldn't place. She mentioned it to her sister. Her sister told her to stop watching true crime before bed. She was watching true crime before bed. But that wasn't the problem. 3 weeks into these little things happening, Marie woke up at 2:47 in the morning. She didn't know why. No sound, no nightmare. She just opened her eyes. And then she heard it. Breathing, not hers. She told police later she lay completely still for what felt like an hour, but was probably 40 seconds. She said her brain refused to accept what her ears were telling her. Then she heard a floorboard creak from the second bedroom, the one she used as storage, the one she never went into. Marie did something that I think most of us would not have the presence of mind to do. She didn't scream. She didn't bolt. She slowly reached for her phone under her pillow, pulled it under the blanket, and dialed 911 without unlocking the screen. She whispered 2 words into the phone. Someone's here. Police arrived in under 6 minutes, and what they found in that second bedroom was a man. He was 34 years old. He had been living in Marie's apartment, in that spare room,
there?
For 19 days. 19 days. He had been coming out at night, eating her food, using her bathroom while she slept. He had a sleeping bag rolled up behind a stack of boxes, a plastic bag with his belongings. He had his whole life set up in a room 10 feet from where she slept every night. The detail that haunts me the most? When police searched his bag, they found a spare key, a copy, made from her key. He had access the entire time. He could have walked in and out freely, and instead, he just stayed. Investigators believe he had originally broken in through a window that hadn't been properly latched, the kind of maintenance issue that takes 5 minutes to fix and never feels urgent until it is. Marie had no idea the window was the weak point. She'd checked it. She thought it was fine. The man was arrested and charged with criminal trespass and breaking and entering. Because of gaps in the law at the time, and I want you to really hear this, living secretly in someone's home didn't fit neatly into the existing statutes. The charges were less severe than most people felt they should have been. Marie moved out within a week. She did interviews, anonymously, and said the thing that messed her up the most wasn't the fear. It was the rewriting of her memories.
Man, I'm scared!
Every morning she thought she'd woken up alone.
Why is this happening?
She hadn't. Every time
can't
she'd
make it
felt
stop.
watched and told herself she was
Get
being
out of my
paranoid,
head!
she wasn't. She said, And I think about this a lot. She said, I had to go back and relive 19 mornings and understand that I was never actually alone in any of them. That's not just a home invasion. That's a violation of reality. These people aren't ghosts. They're not legends. They're real. And the terrifying truth is that our homes, the places we feel most safe, have more blind spots than we want to admit. I don't tell you these stories to make you panic. I tell them because I think there's something deeply human about needing to hear the thing we're afraid might be true. Marie is okay. She eventually moved to a different city, started over. She said talking about it helped her, which is part of why this story exists at all. If you take one thing from tonight, check the things you've been meaning to check. The latch that sticks, the window that doesn't quite close right, the door that locks but feels loose. 5 minutes of boring maintenance is worth more than you know. Sleep well. If you can. If this story got under your skin, you know what to do. Subscribe, leave a comment, tell me which part messed you up the most. I read every single one. New story drops next week. And trust me, it's worse than this one. See you then.